morning. It's Toni Julian here, and we are on our second day of our summer smoothie week. Yay! So exciting. This is so fun because we're learning different things with every single session. So today we're going to be doing a peanut butter chocolate mood smoothie. So if you will remember, Jamba Juice came out with this chocolate mood, which I remember my kids were just going crazy over. It was just so delicious, but the downside of when you have a smoothie like that is it's usually really high in sugar, really high in fat, and I think the chocolate mood ones had something like 96 grams of sugar, which is equivalent to 2 Snickers bars or more. All right, so we, of course, are going to be doing healthy stuff today. So we're going to get started with our smoothie, and we're going to start with 1 cup of almond milk, and we always go unsweetened and carrageenan free, which is so important. And so I'm going to use my Vitamix here. So we do 1 cup. All right, and the second ingredient is going to be half of a banana. And the reason I use half is that bananas are pretty high glycemic index. They're full of sugar, but good sugars, so I only use half. So that's just going to give it some flavor and then also some really good like viscosity in the smoothie when you're eating it. So we don't really need to add sugars to it. And next we're going to add our flaxseed meal, and we're going to do 1 tablespoon here, okay? Flaxseed meal, and flaxseed always has to be ground, and the reason for that is whole flax seeds don't break down in our body. So this gives us all the omega-3s that we need in one day. Okay, that is that. Then we're going to use powdered peanut butter. And my philosophy is that we extract out, whatever we eat, we extract out any unhealthy fats, so saturated fats, trans fats, that kind of thing, and we replace it with the healthier fats. And that's why we do the flaxseed meal, or I have here also a flaxseed oil. You can use flaxseed oil, avocado oil, olive oil, anything like that in your smoothies that you want. This is the healthy fat that creates like balanced macros, right? So you've got your lean protein, complex carbohydrates, healthy fats. This is the healthy fats. And if you are substituting a liquid oil for the flaxseed oil, we're gonna be bumping up the calories on that. So you wanna go with maybe like 2 teaspoons of flaxseed oil instead of the wheat germ or the flaxseed meal. So one or the other is great. This is also, I should say, like if you have somebody in your life where you're trying to add calories, so maybe one of your kids, if they're really active and you just want to kind of keep the calories up in this smoothie, replacing it with oil is also really helpful because it helps kind of bump that up. But if you're just trying to like maintain your calories or maybe lean down a little bit, the flaxseed meal is really the way to go. All right, so that is that. So next we're going to add our powdered peanut butter, and how this ties in with the healthy fats is that PB2. What happens is with powdered peanut butter, the manufacturers actually extract out 85% of the oils. Yay! So we're left with that pure peanut butter goodness, but it's not creamy, it's a little bit gritty. And that's why we like to add a little bit of healthy fat back into whatever it is we're eating. As far as brands go, I've had a lot of questions from you as far as, well, what brand should I buy, of flaxseed or of olive oil or whatever? And I know I will get that question with this. So PB2 is okay, like as far as the nutritional contents. It has a little bit of added sugar. Like ideally, I don't like added sugars, but it's not bad. It's just that if there's something better, why not do that? So I went online and I found what's called naked peanut butter, and it's just pure unadulterated peanut butter powder. That is on its way, so I'm using this in the interim. This is okay, but again, I'm not a purist, but if there are options, do a little bit healthier. That's what I like to do. So we're going to use 2 tablespoons of the powdered peanut butter, and this is 50 calories per 2 tablespoons. So with every smoothie that I make, my goal is to hit my calorie targets actually with any meal that I eat. And I eat about 4 meals a day all around, like 300 to 400 calories in there. So this smoothie is going to be around 300 calories. So if you're a bigger guy or you want more food than that, your calorie target is a little bit higher, then go ahead and you could double it, do it 1.5 times, whatever. And then the way also to bump up calories, like with my dad, he was really sick, he had cancer, and we were trying to keep him fed, is add the oils, right? Kind of go back to this, is we're balancing out our macronutrients, but ideally if you want to bump up the calories, you add fat to somebody's diet. And you can add like a tablespoon of flaxseed oil is really concentrated, it would be about 130 calories. Okay, so if we want to add this, instead of this, we use 2 teaspoons for us to hit that 300 calorie target, okay, just to clarify. Then, this is my favorite part, oh my gosh. I love cocoa, like I use unsweetened cocoa in almost anything that I can. It's so good, that and cinnamon. So I'm going to use a level tablespoon of cocoa powder, unsweetened. All right, you can find this anywhere. You could use the Hershey's brand, or there's Cocoa Rouge, Guittard chocolates. There are just lots of brands. Anyway, find one that you like, just make sure it is unsweetened. If you want to add a little bit more sweetener to this, you can use Keto sweet. And I don't like added sugars at all. I try to avoid it. I'll have wine, that's like all the sugars that I'm gonna put in my diet. Thank you very much. I choose my sugars wisely, but this is a really good brand. I know the owner. It's called Keto Sweet Plus. And this is what I use in all of my Toni's hot protein meal products and meal bars and granolas is Keto Sweet Plus. And the reason is that it is made, it's all natural. So it's made from the stevia leaf, and which is a really sweet leaf natural. It also has monk fruit in it. And so I use this to sweeten things. Honey is good also, but it is still sugar. It has some benefits if you're going to want to sweeten it. You could do that. I think this smoothie is going to be coming in at 10 grams of sugar already. I don't really need to add this, but I probably would if it was a different kind of a smoothie and I didn't use fruit in it. So I'm using my half of banana as the natural sweetener. Okay, what I'm going to do is blend this up now, and the reason that I'm blending it is that I don't want to add the protein yet because I don't want it to froth up and get big. So I'm going to add my ice cubes. I have about 5 here. All right, and it's going to be noisy for just a minute. Here we go. All right, so you can see we have this nice chocolatey mixture here, peanut butter chocolate mixture. So now we're going to add our protein, and I'm using whey protein, and I just keep mine in a sealed bag here. And I know that my serving is 1 scoop. I'm going to turn it down. I'm going to keep it on low because I want it to hit the center. Like whenever you add protein to a smoothie, it sticks all around the edges and then it gets really hard to clean up. So I'm going to run this low, drop it in the center just until it blends. All right, so that is great. Then the last ingredient I'm going to add is my collagen peptides, and I've talked about this before. This brand is Orgain, and I really like it. I think it's cost effective. It is a type of protein, which I love. And with collagen, it's kind of interesting. I talked about this before in an earlier smoothie video. The jury is out. There's like not a ton of research as far as if you eat collagen, does this create, replace the collagen in our bodies that we need, because our hair, our teeth, our nails, our joints, all are made of collagen. I have been using this and it does help with my nails, it does help with my hair. You can see I need a little bit of a haircut, got lots of hair. And I notice that my knees feel a whole lot better. So I do like incorporating this. I figure it doesn't hurt, and worst case scenario, it bumps up the smoothie with about 10 more grams of protein. So the whey protein is giving me about 20. This is giving me another 10. So I'm going to have about 30, in this particular one, about 33 grams. And I'm just going to use half of a scoop. Okay, I don't recommend you turn the blender on with the lid off at home. I do, and I'm very careful. But it could be messy. So anyway, that is the collagen peptides that are so great. All right, I'm just going to put the lid on and give it one last blast. Okay, now into the container. This makes 1 serving, and it is going to be delicious, and I'm sure it is going to keep me full for a while. And there we go. A little bit of extra. I've got a smaller cup today. And I use paper straws, not plastic straws. They're just way better. Okay, so how does this look? What do you think? Is that beautiful? Nice and chocolatey. It's really smooth. Could add a little bit more ice if you wanted. So this one comes in at 278 calories as compared to a Jamba Juice chocolate mousse, which is 633 calories. Yay, I know, we're saving some calories there. A Jamba has about 107 grams of carbohydrates. This one, let's see, I ran the report on it. The carbs here I think are about 28 grams. So you can see we've saved from 107 down to 28 carbs. It's really good. The fiber comes in at about 10 grams, which is great. I don't know what Jamba fiber is, but the sugars in Jamba Juice are 92 grams, and in this one, it's only 10 grams, and it's all from the banana. So go ahead and try this. Let me know what you think. The actual recipe is on my blog already. Aren't I organized? Yay! It's on my blog at tonijulian.com. So it's tonijulian.com. And you'll see a nutrition profile, you'll see all the ingredients, you can see things to swap out. If you have brands that you're wondering about, I talked about Keto Sweet if you need to make things smoother. That's at, what is it? It's tavivabrands.com. You can go there. I'm sure it's also on online shopping. Powdered peanut butter, you could use PB2, or to reiterate, you could also just buy plain unadulterated peanut powder, which is great. Let's see, I use Silk Almond Milk, non-sweetened and carrageenan free. I use Orgain collagen peptides. They are fantastic. And then you could use either whey protein, or you could use, this is a plant-based protein that I talked about before. It's Orgain, and they take different types of plants like brown rice, pea, chia, hemp, that kind of thing, and they combine it to make a perfect protein. It is grittier, so it does have a different flavor profile. I prefer whey proteins because they are bioavailable, and you don't have to use as much. Like with a plant protein, you have to use more volume-wise to get those grams of protein up that you need. So just never go with like plain pea protein or plain rice protein. Those are not complete proteins. They have to be combined, all right? So this is a great brand, and I think it's much more affordable than some other brands, much more reasonably priced. And then as far as your wheat germ, I love Bob's products. I think it's great. I'm saying wheat germ. I use wheat germ and flaxseed meal in some of my products. So I'm really talking about flaxseed meal today. Just go with a brand that you recognize, and then keep it refrigerated. I keep mine in the refrigerator. All right, let's taste it. Let's see how it is. If it's good or not. It's really good. Okay, that's chocolatey, it's peanut buttery, and it's a little bit gritty because I used the powdered peanut butter and no oil. So if you want it smoother, you can replace the flaxseed meal with a little bit of flaxseed oil if you want, 2 teaspoons, or 2 teaspoons of olive oil, or 2 teaspoons of avocado oil. Could also be good. Okay, that's it for now. I hope you all have a fabulous day. Thank you for listening. And tune in tomorrow because I'm going to have another smoothie recipe. This is Smoothie Week, yay! So thanks so much, guys. I love you all. Bye-bye.